The following is a WGN-TV sports presentation. From Yankee Stadium in New York, WGN presents Chicago White Sox baseball. This afternoon is the White Sox versus the New York Yankees. And hi, everybody, and welcome to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. I'm Ken Harrelson along with Tom Paciorek as the Sox get ready to take on the Bronx Bombers in the first of a three-game set. Wimpy, weather permitting. But one thing about it, the Sox with that rain out yesterday in Detroit coming in here, it looks like there's a chance we might get the game in, but it's kept the Sox pitching rotation with a big three intact.
Well, that's true. Jack McDowell and Greg Hibbert and Alex Fernandez will pitch with a regular 4 days rest, and that's the one good thing. Although Charlie Huff is going to be pushed back probably another 10 days because of some more upcoming off days.
Also, Melito Perez will be in there tomorrow, but the Sox coming in, they're still the only unbeaten team in the major leagues. And, of course, it's always nice when you walk into a new place for the first time and everybody says, well, what about those White Sox?
Aren't they something? Well, of course, the Sox have been really getting by with outstanding pitching. Just nobody's getting any runs off the Sox. And today's pitcher, Greg Hibbert, pitched shutout baseball for 8 innings. Now, Scott Sanderson, on the other hand, from the Yankees, had a great outing in his first start as a Yankee. You know, he won 17 games for the Oakland A's last year, and he was a great acquisition. He automatically becomes the Yankees' #1 starter.
Well, Scott Sanderson, really, we've got Ventura in there, and, of course, Wimpy's picked to click this afternoon, Dan Pasqua. But Sanderson is a breaking ball pitcher, and the way the Sox have been swinging the bats at this point, he could give them a whole bunch of trouble out there.
Yes, he can. He's one of those in-between guys. He doesn't throw real hard, but he can spot his curveball very well, change his speeds with that pitch. So he could be tough on Sox hitters. But the Sox really haven't been hitting, but they've been doing the proper things in the clutch.
They've been doing all the little things. They've been playing very fine defensive baseball, as we mentioned, the pitching. But the Yankees, they have a very new look this year. A young ball club. Bam Bam Mulin's out there in left field. Roberto Kelly in center field. They're going with the youngsters. This is a renovated program.
Yeah, it is. The Yankees do, on paper, look a little bit better. You know, the Sox were 10-2 against the Yankees last year, Hawk, and mainly because Don Mattingly, Roberto Kelly, and Steve Sachs hit below 200 as a group. So if you can keep those three guys down, I think you can have success against the Yankee team.
All right, first of a three-game set, weather permitting. It'll be Hibbert against Sanderson, and Wimpy will be back with the rest of the starting lineups right after this. Games played than any other team. The rain just seems to follow us around.
Well, you're right there, Hawk. We started off with playing a game and then having an off day in Baltimore. And then, of course, in Detroit, where it was the first time we played 2 games in succession. That was Friday and Saturday. And, of course, with the rain out yesterday, I'm sure that Sox are really anxious to get this ball game in, regardless of the conditions.
There you see the standings, and also in the East. But right now, down on the field, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He and General Schwarzkopf and Secretary of Defense Dick Cheney, and, of course, our Commander-in-Chief, President George Bush, who did such a great job in the Persian Gulf. Yes! Hey, he's got a pretty good arm.
Yeah, he's got a better arm than the president.
They got President Bush with that 43-mile-an-hour curveball the other day down in Arlington. But our congratulations to General Powell on such a terrific job. He and his staff. Wow. It still gets to you and stirs you, doesn't it?
Oh, it really does. What a thrill it must be for Bob Guerin, the catcher, just to be able to receive that and, of course, meet General Powell at the same time. His ball game, the White Sox 4-0. This is Jeff Torborg's lineup for today's game. Leading off in left field, Tim "The Rock" Raines. Batting second and center, Lance Johnson. Robin Ventura will play third base and hit third. Big Frank Thomas is the cleanup man. He's at first base. Carlton Fisk catches, hitting fifth. He's followed by the DH, Danny Pasqua. The Panthers, Sammy Sosa is in right field, batting seventh, hitting eighth at shortstop, Ozzie Guillen, and the ninth place hitter at second, Scotty Fletcher. Defensively, when they take the field, the Yankees will line up this way. Hensley Bam Bam Mullins will be in left field, Roberto Kelly in center, Jesse Barfield is the right fielder. Around the horn, it's Randy Velarde. They had to write a song about him. He'll play third base. Alvaro Espinoza is the shortstop. Steve Sachs at second, and the great Don Mattingly will play first base. Battery this afternoon, right-handers Scott Sanderson and Bob Guerin.
Had a no-hitter through 8 innings. Tony Phillips broke it up with a double in the 9th, and then they took Scott out of there. But we understand he threw about 120 pitches in that ball game.
Yeah, and he used mostly fastballs, too. He has been a breaking ball pitcher his entire career, but it was a real cold day. Do you remember that was the same day that Hibbert pitched in Baltimore? So it was very cold in Detroit. You can see the first no-hitter for the Yankees since June 4th. That was Joe Niekro and Al Holland combined for that one. So actually, they said that Scott could have had a no-hitter that day, but the fly ball that Tony Phillips hit was windblown, and Barfield couldn't catch up with it. We saw that game as we were in Baltimore, but he threw mostly fastballs. It was tough to get a good grip on his curve, so he threw fastballs just a little bit out of the zone, a lot of high fastballs, and I'm sure that his fastball, when you clock it, probably not much more than major league average, about 84, 85 miles an hour, but when you spot it, you can be very successful. In the spring, he was 0-2. Well, he stunk up the joint. He was 0-2. 8-1-4 shows you how important spring training was in 5 ball games. Come out with a one-hitter in your first start. Actually, in 1990, he won 17 games for that Oakland ball club. 17-10 with a 3.88 earned run average, working 206 innings.
All he did a lot for, as I said, did a lot of things that a lot of people didn't agree with. Meanwhile, he wanted this ball club to win, and he brought the Yankees, really, when he took them over from CBS back in the 70s, back into prominence.
He sure did. He brought them all the way back as we look at the umpiring crew.
That shot in the right. Jesse Barfield almost slipped, makes the catch, and Raines hammered it right to the right fielder. For 13 on the year. He's a 205 lifetime hitter against Yankee pitching. Right side. Sachs. Not in time. First base umpire Jim Evans right on top of it. So that'll be an infield hit by the hustling Lance Johnson.
Kind of spinning his wheels a little bit right here. Mattingly late getting over. As you can see, he beats the throw. Tagging the front of the base.
Well, as you say, right from the get-go, Johnson was hustling, and you saw Don right there. He broke to try to get over there. He was going to make the play and then just couldn't get back in time. Throwing arm. But unless Sanderson has changed, he takes a while unloading. Once again, the 2-2 count. High in the right field. Barfield goes back on the track right in front of the fence. It's out of here. You can put it on the board. A towering fly ball by Robin Ventura. Sox lead at 2-0. Yes.
We take that one. Well, that might be the only ballpark where that would be a home run here at Yankee Stadium. Sanderson tried to come inside with the fastball, and Robin just got his hands in there quick enough. See Guerin sitting inside, and there's the pitch. Right where he wanted it, but Robin was real quick, and it was amazing. He used a little bit of an inside-out thing to keep that ball fair. Good job of hitting. 2-zip. Although
oh, he got it on the sweet meat.
Now at Comiskey Park, now these guys coming in to make that play.
That fastball hit high into center field. Another towering fly ball. Roberto Kelly. 2 gone.
Big Frank just missed that one. Picked a click. Really jumped out ahead today, didn't he, Robin?
Well, you had Pasqua and I have Ventura. Outfield straightaway bunched just a bit. Guerin looks like he wants it once again in there.
Oh, yeah.
A shot into left field. That's going to be trouble. Mullins will not get to it. One hop off the fence as Carlton rounds first base. He will move into second. That's Pudge's first extra base hit of 91.
Boy, he hammered that one. Look where it is. Down and out over the plate. Right in Pudge's joy spot. Watch the swing. Look at it. Well, inner half. And that is do not disturb on Carlton Fisk. So here's Pasqua.
Here's Wimpy's picked a click today. Danny.
Yeah, me too.
He's aggressive then.
From the shortstop over to the third base line. Oh.
Curveball in and over. Call strike 3. That'll do it for the Sox, but not before they come up with 2 runs. Robin Ventura's 2-run homer is first of the season, and after a half inning of play, it's the Sox 2 and the Yankees coming up.
The Yankees lineup given by Stump Merrill. We're going to figure out why they call him that in just a second. Leading off at second, Steve Sachs. Don Mattingly bats second at first base. Hitting third and center field, Roberto Kelly. Cleanup man is outstanding prospect, left-handed hitter Kevin Moss. Hensley Bam Bam Mullins is the left fielder hitting fifth. He's followed by right fielder Jesse Barfield. Randy Velarde gets the start at third base. He'll bat seventh. Bob Guerin is the catcher hitting eighth. And the ninth place hitter at shortstop, Alvaro Espinoza. The little bulldog, Greg Hibbert, will be the pitcher, battery mate with Carlton Fisk. And defensively, the Sox have Raines, Johnson, and Sosa in the outfield. Around the horn, it's Ventura, Guillen, Fletcher, and Thomas. Hibbert and Fisk, the battery.
There you see what he did his last start. His first start of the season against Baltimore, he was just superb. And that was a very, as you would suspect, gutsy performance. Here's a 2-2 delivery. Second base. Scotty will suck it up, throw him out, 1 gone. That'll bring up the first baseman, soon to be 30 years old in 5 days, Don Mattingly. Don hitting .333 on the season with 1 double. He has yet to knock in a run. Of course, against the Sox, he has done some severe damage. Big time. .345 lifetime, 20 homers, and 59 RBIs. A 3-game set as you look at Moss, the on-deck hitter, down in the dugout. That's into center field. Lance, 2 gone.
Now Mattingly, as usual, hit the ball hard. We'll talk about his little change in stance the next time he comes around, but he has changed considerably. Looks a lot more like Rod Carew up there than the Don Mattingly that we've seen in the past.
As I mentioned, Moss, the on deck, he was in the hole. Kelly, just 26 years old, 4 for 24 on this evening. And you see the water on top of the dugout. The Yankees dugout. High in the left field. It's playable. Raines makes the catch. That'll retire the side. So Hibbert, a 1-2-3 inning, and after 1, first of a 3-game set from Yankee Stadium. Sox lead it 2-0. It'll be Sosa, Ozzie, and Fletcher here in the top of the 2nd inning, as the Sox on Robin Ventura's first homer of the year. Outfield bunched to bit straight away.
But at least your head will stay in there, and everything else give yourself a chance, better chance to hit. Inside fastball, yes.
He did not. He didn't go. But Jim Evans, crew chief at first, said he did.
Inside with the fastball. Did he?
That always looks like he'd go on the instant replay. He didn't go. Ozzie 2 for 14 against the Yankees career-wise, a .284 hitter. That's into left center field. Roberto Kelly. Well, that ball's carrying well today.
Yes, sir. More than likely, you'll get the out. That's what Hibbert did to Roberto Kelly last inning.
Around to the right. That a shot right back through the middle. He scorched it.
Well, from a contact standpoint, Scotty Fletcher's been the most consistent Sox hitter. Fletcher's really been driving the ball hard up the middle and the opposite field. You know, even with power, Hawk, he's getting a lot of distance.
Up high, ball 4. So with 2 out, that'll put Fletcher at second. Raines at first. First walk issued by Sanderson.
A little bit more intense out there.
Yeah, we got to dial him up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Curveball drops it in and over. Call strike 3. There's Sanderson. Bread and butter pitch. That'll do it. Nothing across. There was a hit, no errors. 2 men left after an inning and a half. Sox lead it 2-0. And a reminder, don't miss the first night game ever at the new Comiskey Park on Monday, April 22nd at 7:05 p.m. when the Sox host the Baltimore Orioles. Following the game, you can enjoy a spectacular laser and fireworks show courtesy of True Value Hardware as part of opening week. So against Sox pitching.
My goodness, everybody on the right side of the field. Robin Ventura playing shortstop.
Ooh. Second ball 4, close.
It's 11th walk that Moss has gotten so far in the early part of the season.
He rung him up. He'll grab some bench.
See, he's like me. He was looking for the changeup. He runs the fastball down and in, which is exactly where Mullins likes the ball. But ever since he hurt that wrist, he really hasn't been the same. Oh, boy.
Gas as a backswing, it looked like, got Fisk. Backswing of Barfield.
Pitch way out of the zone, as you can see. Oh.
Elbow.
Yeah.
He's had to run a few times as out in front of the plate. Carlton's only play is to Big Frank. They get Barfield 2 out. Moss into second.
Well, there's a classic example right there of Jesse Barfield trying to pull a Greg Hibbert sinker or changeup. Anytime you do that, you're going to just beat it into the. Watch him pull off the ball right here, trying to pull. And there you see the end result of weak ground ball right in front of the plate. And Fisk throws him out easily. 2 out for Volare. Whoa, 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 whoa. Go ahead.
I'll wait for you to finish.
I want you to sing the next line.
Okay. Here's Randy. He's 2 for 8 on the year. 4 for 18 lifetime against his former organization, the White Sox. Off the end of the bat to change. Ozzie. Big Frank. That'll do it. Nothing across. There was a leadoff walk to Moss. No errors, a man left after 2. There it is. Anderson. That was Robin's second career homer against Yankee pitching. There's a solid knock to center. Yes.
Well, you can almost figure when you get that hit your first time up, especially driving in a couple of home runs, the home run by Robin, you got to feel like he's going to have a good afternoon.
Or you got to stand right on top of the plate. Ooh, another towering pop up. This one to Sachs.
Yeah, he didn't get his hands extended right there. He made contact behind him right there. The reason he popped it up and to the right side.
How would you hit Sanderson?
Well, I definitely don't want to hit his curveball, so I would, like you said, I'd move up right up on top of the plate. I'd move way up in front of the batter's box too.
Be in off the plate or on the outside edge to the outside the plate. He messes around with the middle. Carlton's going to burn him.
He's coming away. Breaking ball.
Velarde over to Sachs. Looked like Sachs forgot there was one out.
There's good range, as you can see, for Volare or Velarde. And Saxy's just making sure one.
Budge is running just as hard as he ever did. He's just not getting there quite as quick.
Well,
outside. Beats it. Second base. Sachs underneath in time. And that'll retire the side. Nothing across. There was a leadoff single by Robin Ventura. No errors, a man left. Alvaro Espinoza. High in the right field. Sammy. And the manager, Stump Merrill, says that the guys who produce are going to play. He says, we're looking for some offense. Fisk to the outside. Checks it up.
He did.
Yes, he did. Espinoza very upset. Meanwhile, he'll grab some bench.
And he's out of here. Better at lip reading. There you go. I think he said something that was not a strike.
Sachs drills one into left field. Raines will have to pull up, take it on the first bounce. So the Yankees, their first base hit of the ball game. 2-out single by the second baseman, Steve Sachs.
He struck out in his last 103 plate appearances. So he's been putting the ball in play. Not much power.
There's a base hit in the hole between first and second as Sachs rounds second base. Now stops Sammy. Hesitated.
Boy.
As Sammy comes up gunning, he's out of there.
Yep. First and second, you got to respect Sachs' speed. And as you can see, he comes around the bases right here and is a little apprehensive, stops, and eventually gets in there. Sammy, on the other hand, comes in barehands it in good shape right here. And if he throws it, boom, he's got Sachs.
To Roberto Kelly. Base hit up the middle. Sachs scores, and it's a 2-1 ball game.
First run given up by Greg Hibbert so far this season.
Outfield, swung around to the right. Way back. Sosa jumps. Cannot make the catch. You can put it on the board. A 3-run homer for Kevin Moss. And the Yankees lead it 4-2. That Kevin Moss is such a formidable offensive force. The left-handers just don't like to throw him the breaking ball when he's standing that close to the plate. They have that subconscious feeling that they might hang it. Here he drives it high. Look for a second like Sammy may have a play on it, and then he just couldn't get there. In the hole 2-0, here comes the heater. That's off the end of the bat. Ozzie over to Big Frank. That'll do it. But the Yankees, with 2 out, come up with 3 runs on 4 hits. Take that, 4 runs, and after 3 innings of play, it's 4-2 New York. 2 out runs in the bottom of the third, lead it 4-2. And there you see Mike Flowers has come into the game after Alvaro Espinoza was ejected. He's at third, and Randy Velarde moves from third over to shortstop. Sammy, a strikeout victim. Very close check swing back in the second inning. Along with Remember Tom Paciorek, this is the Hawk Ken Harrelson. First of a 3-game set, Yankee Stadium, as that curveball hit him. So the leadoff man aboard. Fly to Roberto Kelly his first trip. There goes Sammy. Guerin with the throw. Oh, there's a close play right there. Van Morrison calls him out.
Kills him. There you see Ozzie swings through the low fastball, and he just throws a bullet right there. Tag put on by Velarde. Man,
I thought he was safe. 1-2 pitch to Ozzie. There's a curveball laced in the left field for a base hit as Mullins gets over, takes it on the second bounce.
Big play right there. Just keep charging, keep fighting them. Yeah, the ring looks like it's stopped completely here at Yankee Stadium, and it's gotten a little bit chilly.
That's deep to left field.
Get out of here.
Mullins back, looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes. A 2-run homer for Scott Fletcher, and the game is tied at 4.
To go about 373-80 feet because it really goes out in a hurry. Scotty Fletcher with his first homer of the season. Couldn't have come at a better time. 2 for 2. 6 RBIs now for Scooter. Let's take a look at it. He tries to come inside with the fastball, and quick hands right there by Scotty. He nailed it. There's Mullins. Never a doubt.
Here's Raines. Takes the strike.
Sox have been more patient, and as a result, 7 hits already.
Another shot right to Sachs, makes a good play.
Wow.
Over to Mattingly. Boy, that just almost ate him up.
High ball hitter. Very few of them left in this world.
Flowers in on the grass at third. Randy Velarde, the shortstop. Over to Mattingly. That'll do it, but the Sox tie it up. 2-run homer by Scott Fletcher, his first of the year, and after 3.5 from Yankee Stadium, tied at 4. Barfield, Velarde, and Guerin.
Stadium.
Once again, the payoff pitch. Ventura. Again, swung well around to the right. This is a bit of unusual positioning for Velarde. Pops it up. Scotty. Velarde against the Sox in the past has pulled the ball.
Oh boy.
That'll do it. Good change from Hibbert. A 1-2-3 inning. Second time he's done it in the game. And after 4, first of a 3-game set from Yankee Stadium, tied at 4.
Got his batting average up to 385 as he stands up at home plate with that homer. 3 RBIs now on the season.
That's good. Side corner out. He cannot mess around with the middle of that plate with that fastball.
Oh, high fastball hit the left center deep. Bam Bam's there, and he makes the play. A lot of room out there to roam. Fastball drilled in the right center field. Barfield there, though. He'll make the play. Just didn't get it. Didn't get his arms extended right there.
No,
so
just a
2 on.
hair tardy.
Yeah. Carlton 1 for 2. He doubled in the first inning and safe on a fielder's choice in the third.
Diets?
Yeah, talking talking about diets. There's Barefoot. Oh, he hammers at the center line shot. And Kelly coming on and makes the shoestring catch. 3 up, 3 out down inning for Sanderson in the 5th. We've still got a tie ball game at 4.
Ever since Greg Nettles.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah, Nettles, who's their third base coach. There's a little nubber off the end to Ozzie. And there's 1 out. Oh, they've tried Leyritz over there.
But as we mentioned, ever since Greg Nettles, it's been a lot of different guys over there.
He hits it to left field, but the Rock is standing right there. And they're 2 down.
Boy, there's an excellent changeup from Hibbert.
That back injury that he had last year.
He's always changed his life, though. He's a guy that's hit into center field. Lance Johnson has the bead, the catch, and that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning for Hibbert, and after 5, tied at 4.
Last year, well, no, he was 5-4 with a 4.15 earned run average in 54 appearances. Started 6 games. Big guy, should be tough on left-handed hitters. Ooh, he nailed the outside corner.
Tough sequence right there to Danny.
Here comes a fastball. Sammy swings right through it. Two up, 2 down.
Everybody likes his arm. Everybody likes his ability.
He singled in the 4th inning and came home on Scotty Fletcher's first home run of the season. Oh, he wait. Whoa. Little discussion right there. Guerin saying that that ball was fouled.
Dale Scott, the only thing you can tell him is, hey, I didn't see that. I didn't see it. I got the dirt. They call him out. Scott, the home plate umpire, has some dirt come up, hits him. You see the ball hit behind. Now you watch Scott. And there Guerin is going to come out and put the tag on Ozzie. And there's going to be discussion, of course. But, in reality, Ozzie really played it smart right there, using his experience, his cunning, and his guile, because whatever he said to Scott and Evans was in Spanish, and they couldn't understand it. So, all right, you're going to have to make the call.
And he did. It went against the Sox. 1-1 now on Kelly. He hits it in the air to center field. Lance Johnson's got a beat on it. And there's 1 out in the 6th for the Yankees. And with his ability to take the walk, he's going to get a lot of pitches in his zone that he can strike hard. Pulled around to right in the outfield. Got him.
Good change.
There's the changeup. You said you can, as good as Hibbert's changeup is, you can throw that to left-handed hitters.
Hondo.
He couldn't eat, could he?
Oh, Jesus.
He pulls one weakly to Ozzie Guillen. The throw. And Greg Hibbert has another 1-2-3 inning. We've completed 6 in the Bronx. Still 4-4.
Shot. Base
Get it in there.
Thank you.
The Scooter, he's red hot. More hits than what you see right there. Hit it too, and that most good 300 hitters will hit it all over.
They got to hurry here. They get it. First double play of the afternoon by the Yankees, 6th of the season. Cleveland in 13 at Fenway Park beat the Red Sox 1-0. There's a shot, base it into center field.
Boy, Lance nailed that one. So 2 of the 3 hitters in this inning have really hit shots off of Cataray, but there's a 2-out situation, runner at first. Of course, he's on first base, and that speed factor. There
goes Lance. Guerin right over the top, right on the money, not in time.
Oh, go ahead, Lance. He got a good jump right there, and he had to because Guerin was right on the money again.
Quick release, too, Wimpy.
Yeah, look at him. He just kicks that ball right by his ear. Well, you know the Booter boy's been working with this guy. Mark Hill, former Sox catcher, good instructor. You could see that release. Man, that's him.
Mark Hill is probably as fine a catching instructor as there is in all of baseball. And hello, here comes Big Frank.
I like this matchup, unless the stumper wants to make a move here. I think so.
Frank Thomas.
Size 1 point. I think he's going to stay with him, looks like.
No kidding, he sure is. Why do they call him Stump? Look at that stride. Yeah, his feet are hanging down. They're not touching the ground.
Mark Connors sitting beside him, pitching. Little tardy on that fastball, and the count quickly 0-2.
Well, the Yankees have relinquished some leads. Spin, you know. And he's going to have. There's a fastball inside. He's going to have to make a, mental adjustment because last year he was so successful. Wherever he has played, Frank has been a star.
Work habits.
Yes.
Little looper. This is trouble. This is trouble. Yeah. Here comes Lance. He scores. Ventura in the third. Sox lead at 5-4.
And another 2-out RBI.
A 2-out rally.
2-out rally. It's all started with 2. Thomas, and it couldn't have come at a better spot. Watch the swing. See, he makes contact behind him almost. That ball's past him. Look where he makes contact. He just fought it off his hip. Got to get the head of the bat out. He didn't, but it worked. Runners now at the corners. 2 out for Pudge. 2. A little cheap hit, a broken bat here. All of a sudden, his next time up, he feels better about himself. He's got himself an RBI.
And then Big Frank Thomas duck snort has put him on top 5-4. Left side, Velarde gets a nice little Butterfield bounce over to second. They force Big Frank, and that'll do it, but not before the Sox once again with 2 out come up with a run on 3 hits. No errors, 2 men left after 6.5 from Yankee Stadium. 5-4 White Sox. Into center field. Scott Fletcher going back. Here comes Lance. Watch out, Scotty. Yes. Almost having their contracts, they get a big bonus for every pop-up or fly ball that they catch.
I know.
He pops it up on the
Look at Scooter
right
now.
side. 2 pitches, 2 out.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Over.
Once again, the 1-2 delivery. That's in the right field. Sammy. This is going to make it 13 in a row retired by Hibbert after throwing that 3-run homer to Kevin Moss in the third. Nothing across after 7. Sox on top 5-4.
Doubt it.
No chance. Ball 4. So the leadoff man aboard. Second walk issued by Greg Cataray, and that'll bring up Sammy Sosa.
Yeah.
If he brings in the right-hander, I definitely have Sammy bunt. But he's going to bring in the right-hander, and then the bunt's going to happen. And then he's going to go get the left-hander for Ozzie, and we'll see what happens. 5-4, Sox on top.
Played more than we have. It's kind of amazing as the rain starts to fall a little bit harder here at Yankee Stadium.
Five, 5-4 Sox here in the top of the 8th inning. There's a bunt out in front. Guerin now had ideas, changes them, goes to first. Good sacrifice bunt. 2-4 with Snyder in the second. He could move to the big southpaw. But you know, during the first 4 games, Wimpy, I'll tell you, not enough can be said for the job that Barry Foote has done at first base. I mean, he has kept Sox runners with the good leads. We've seen Lance Johnson. We've seen right there Corey with a good lead. And that, of course, the first base responsibility of making those guys be sure they know the situation goes to the coach. And Barry has done a wonderful job. All right, a break in the action here with Corey Snyder at second, 1 out. We'll be back to tell you about Lee Guterman's numbers right after this.
235 pounds of them on the pitch for the Yanks. 33 years old, 32 years old, and he's from Chattanooga, Tennessee. He did a nice job for the Yankees last year, Hawk. 11-7 with a 3.39 earned run average in 64 games. Pitched a lot of innings. 93, giving up only 80 hits. Good control with 96 walks and 48 strikeouts. Not a power pitcher, but he cuts that fastball. Little slider, changes speeds, curve, and changeup. He's tough.
The other American League hitter that has a better percentage off Guterman is big number 33 out there in Oakland.
Jose.
Right side, Steve Sachs. Boy, it is. I'll tell you, it's raining hard now. 2 gone. And a reminder that Sunday, May 5th, Ian Robin, Scotty is 3 for 3. His first homer of the year, his 5th and 6th ribbies of the season. Just go ahead and knock him on in. Have a good day, Scooter.
Oh,
it's academic. Here he comes. Corey's going to score. It's a 6-4 Sox lead. Yes.
And just as important as that steal of second base last inning by Lance Johnson, enabling him to score on that blue pit by Frank Thomas, the sacrifice by Sammy Sosa.
That's in the hole. Velarde, he's got a good arm, not in time. Base hit, 4 for 4. Thank you.
All right. He's digging. He's falling. He's safe.
He's a piece of work, isn't he? 4 for 4 for Scotty Fletcher. And Cal Ripken. Well, that's his third in what, 2 days? Yeah.
Lineup.
Off the end of the bad range, a little too quick right there. Velarde in time. That'll retire the side, but the Sox come up with an insurance tally on a hit. No errors, a man left after 7.5. There it is.
But then the Scub guy, or Scooter Boy, came through with that big 2-run homer, and that just set everything back towards the White Sox. And 2 more runs, we've got the lead.
Once again, our triumvirate, the Pope, Rad, and Thiggy.
3 guys swing off 2 mounds. Uh-oh.
That's ball 4, and here comes Tarborg. Second walk issued by Hibbert.
56 appearances. Had a lot of work in 76 innings, gave up only 63 hits, walking 24 while striking out 39. He has great command of that split finger fastball. That's the pitch that got him to the big leagues, and the pitch he'll use almost exclusively in this situation.
With 2 out, a solid single to left, and he's flied to left. Then time is called Yankee Stadium. Right side, Scotty got a chance. Yes, Grass really, the rain slowed it up, or that's a base hit.
And then it hits the mud part of it, and Scotty dives to his left because he's playing up the middle in double play depth. You see, getting to his feet quickly and throwing out sacks. So Don Paul does the job. Don Mattingly, last year he's 6-1 with a 4.82 earned run average in 62 appearances. He had 4 saves. He walked 36 while striking out 46 and 52 in the 3rd innings. Big problem area for Rad last year was his control.
That was only towards the end of the season, though, when the biggest part of those ERA, when the hits and runs came later on in the year. Outfield deep like they should be as he goes down high, gas up out of the strike zone. Wow.
Fastball just out of the zone. Boy, that thing just exploded off. Wow.
Just exploded up there on Mattingly.
Woo.
After you see that little slow curveball he flipped up there for strike 2, and you see that one. Oh, you don't see Mattingly react that way unless that ball does a little something funny coming up there.
Well, just.
So here comes the Thigmeister with Roberto Kelly. Good job by Don Paul to retire Steve Sachs on an excellent split finger, and a good job of hitting by Sachs as he hit that ball hard to the right side. Well, Jeff made an interesting comment too yesterday as we were discussing while we were waiting for the plane to come in after the rain out in Tiger Stadium, and it's so true. You know, Jeff, a lot of people sitting home watching this game now are going to say, boy, he's managing this thing like the 7th game of the World Series. Well, you're damn right he is. He's going to do that because of the fact when you get a club like the Sox who are going to be contending this year, and all of a sudden you get Oakland, you get California, you get Kansas City, teams like that, you know, you cannot win a divisional title early on, but there's a good chance you could lose one. So he's going to play this thing right up front from day one, just like he would in September.
That's right. He's got supreme confidence in all of his pitchers and all his players on his team, for that matter.
That's hit deep in the right field. Sammy has the bead. Yes. Thank you very much. That'll retire the side. Nothing across. There were no hits, no errors, a man left after 8. Sox lead at 6-4.
3rd out of the inning, and Sox are happy.
Well, as George Carlin would say, you said it. Nice job. Nice job of hitting the ball. Grass knocks this one down for Randy Velarde. Ooh, very close.
Look at Lance hustle. Woo.
On this thing for golf balls.
Yeah.
Mattingly, easy play. Duderman, 2 gone. In case you're looking to the Yankee 9th, Kevin Moss, Bam Bam Mullins, and Jesse Barfield. That's a little thump.
Cheap hit, get yourself an RBI. Then the next time up, you hit a rocket. Get yourself going on a good hot streak.
Well, there's a broken bat single. Another little duck snort by Big Frank. He'll take it. Boy, they don't put pictures on scorecards.
Boy, they don't. Big Frank's going to wind up with 2 for 5 with an RBI, and he's.
Only good hitters can do that. See, I never got any cheap hits. Sanderson. Out in front, this could be trouble. They're going to have to. Guterman. That should be a base hit.
Yep. Yeah, you couldn't roll that ball down there any better than that. Well, we caught a break in Baltimore. We didn't see Big Ben McDonald because he was hurt. Possible another break here with those guys that we just talked about.
Once again, the 2-2 delivery. Right there. Good pitch by Guterman. That'll ring up Curry and do it for the Sox. Nothing across. A couple of 2-out hits. No errors. 2 men left. And they'll go to the bottom of the 9th, leading the Bronx Bombers 6-4. In fact, he can get out there very quick.
Yeah.
First walk issued by Thigpen, 3rd walk issued by Sox pitching this afternoon. And he can turn a 30-30 around.
Yeah, he's already got 4 doubles on the season too, so his slugging percentage .789. To Ozzie.
Yes. Chases a bad pitch, and that's out number 1.
Couple runs, yeah.
The Sox. That's why so many times numbers are so misleading.
Yep.
Ground ball, Ozzie. Over to Scooter, that's all. And that's out number 2.
Yep, no chance. That grass just slowed that ball up almost to a standstill, almost to a stop before it got to Ozzie.
Conversing with home plate umpire Dale Scott. There's a shot in the right field. That's going to fall for a base hit as Sammy gets to it. Hall on his way to third. Here's a throw. They got a shot. Cut off. And it's a 6-5 ball game.
Pitch. Good enough. Sammy coming on and Ozzie cutting it, trying to. Oh, Hall hesitated.
Oh, they had a definite shot at him at third base.
Did. Yeah.
Looked like a good throw by Sammy. Boy, I'll tell you. Meanwhile, teacup time with Dale Scott behind the plate. Three walks by Bobby Thigpen here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Go along with a single by Lou Sater.
I have a notion to swing at that one.
Man,
that was right down Broadway.
Wild as he's been, you got to look first ball, fastball.
Oh, absolutely.
Get after it.
Yeah.
He doesn't mean anything. Just hopefully on a force play.
Yeah.
Yes! Good breaking ball by Bobby Thigpen. Strikes out Steve Sachs, and the Sox make it 5 in a row to start off the 91 season. They win it 6-5. Wimpy and I will be back to wrap it up right after this.
That was worth it.